Hi, I'm Dr. Richard Oakley, Associate Director for Research and Innovation at Alzheimer's Society. Now, we were delighted to support NIDA's family. This is the first post-diagnostic support program which can be delivered remotely and without clinical training, acting as a lifeline to thousands of carers across the UK.
NIDA's Family is a new way to support family carers and people living with dementia, and it focuses on practical changes they can make and where to get extra help. The client for NIDA's Family, that is the person that it is delivered to, might be the family carer alone or the family carer and person living with dementia together, depending on what works best for the family receiving the intervention. It's different from the support most families affected by dementia get now in 3 ways. Firstly, it was designed with and for people affected by dementia. Secondly, it focuses on the goals that clients set. And lastly, it's written down in a series of booklets so that all clients get consistently good support. And this also means it can be delivered by people from many different skills and backgrounds. The booklets are worded as if delivered to carers, but they can be reworded to change this to the person with dementia. Actually, it really was incredibly helpful to realise that it was a situation that you could make goals within. It felt a little bit overwhelming and complex to do that, but being asked to do it and made to do it really by the advisor, it was very useful because it gave us a direction through the sort of swamp, really, of the symptoms and the confusion amongst us as carers, having never really been carers. NIDA's Family was developed and tested by a UK research team led by me, Claudia Cooper, and funded by the Alzheimer's Society. In our trial, clients who received NIDA's Family were more likely to achieve the goals they set than those who didn't receive NIDA's Family. It worked when delivered by video call, by phone, and it can also be delivered in person. In the first session, the facilitator works through the Session 1 booklet to find out what is important to the client and what support they have already. Then, the client and facilitator identify goals together around what is most important to help the person with dementia to live as well and as long as possible in their own home. There's a goal-setting tool as part of the NIDA's Family resources. Facilitators can use the tool to guide goal setting, and this is explained in a separate video. The facilitator then discusses with the carer or the client and their carer the goal they would like to focus on first. The first session then ends with a relaxation exercise. Over the next 4 to 6 sessions, the facilitator and the client decide which of the booklets that cover different topics they would like to work through. The NIDA's Family booklets are Making Decisions, Communicating, Understanding Behaviours, Managing Physical Health, Increasing Physical Activity, Understanding Emotions, Supporting Carers, Living Well and Safely, and Eating and Drinking. In a session, the facilitator and client will usually work through one booklet, which takes about 45 minutes. Booklet 9 is different. It is made up of relaxation exercises that each take 10 minutes, and they can be covered at the end of a session. Some booklets are numbered 1 and 2, as one follows on from the other, but otherwise they can be covered in any order. NIDA's Family is flexible because no 2 people living with dementia are the same. But each booklet has the same structure so that they can fit together in any order. They start by checking in on plans from the last session, then focus on the goal that's going to be worked on that time. And at the end of the session, there's a recap. Finally, the facilitator and the client look back at the goals and jot down actions the client plans to take before the next session. In the final session, the client and facilitator bring together what works best for the client, both old and new strategies, and they pull together a plan for the client to keep using to help to achieve their goals. Before ending the final session, the facilitator agrees a time to contact the client to check in how they're doing. In the main trial, participants were offered a call every 1 to 2 months, and they received on average 2 half-hour phone calls in the following 6 months. NIDAS family facilitators have supervision with a clinical psychologist every 2 weeks, and this is a chance to talk through any challenges that arise.
I think the supervision sessions are absolutely essential because what's really exciting about NIDAS is that it's delivered by non-clinically trained facilitators, which is amazing because it means that the intervention can be available to lots more people. But it does mean that they need that guidance and support from a qualified professional to make sure that the intervention is delivered in a way that is safe and consistent, and offers support to the facilitators as well.